Okay, so looking at this, what I'm seeing here is that you are trying to minimize your cost, and you're saying it's x plus y. So what I want you to think about is, how is the x, the units on x, how is that money? You defined x to be the number, I think it's the number of pints of juice. So x just means the number of pints of juice. That doesn't give us anything to do with cost. So you need to look down in your problem and say, okay, how much does juice cost me? And when you look here, there it is. Each pint of juice costs the company 24 cents. So when you're writing that equation, your cost is the money. You got to somehow say, all right, each pint of juice, so X represents just pints of juice, each one's going to cost me 24 cents. So if you think about that, if you said like 5, then, if 5 pints of juice, then 5 times 0.24 would be how much money that would cost you. And then we need to add that with the cost to produce the rings, and that was right here. You can see it's 60 cents, so 0.6. So that would be your cost equation. Think about that. So I want you to always think about units. What is the meaning of x? And if I add that to y, does that give me cost? It doesn't even make sense to really add those things because they're not the same variable. So then your next equation looks good, because when you say this is your 56,000 pineapples, so the question here is, how many pineapples do you use to make juice? And it says use 2 pineapples to make juice, and 1 pineapple, so 1y, to make rings, and those things added together need to be at least 56,000, so that looks perfect. So you're close now, we're almost done there. So the only other thing you left out is the company anticipates demand of at least 28,000 pints of juice. You don't have a 28,000 pints of juice. So, I mean, that's just telling you that they expect X to be greater than or equal to 28,000. And so similarly, look at Y and figure out that equation. But yeah, overall, I mean, you're 50-50 on this. You got this one perfect, and then this one, the cost equation that you're trying to minimize, was a little questionable, but it looks like you're on the right track. I hope it helps.